Marcus Aurelius once said, "Pay close attention in conversation to what is being said and to what follows from any action. In the action, immediately look for the target. In words, listen closely to what's being signaled." Through psychology, Stoicism has reached millions of people through what's known as cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT. CBT is a form of therapy that helps people identify destructive thought patterns and behavioral patterns so that later over time they can push these and direct these thoughts and patterns into a more positive direction. Of course, Marcus Aurelius wasn't a psychologist, but his words here are still really important to this day. He's asking you to become an observer of your own thoughts and what actions those thoughts provoke. He's telling you to ask questions from yourselves and observe your thoughts. And questions like, where does this thought come from? Is this actually true? Does this have any preconceptions or biases to it? Or is this thought actually true? Can I see this from another perspective? Does this thought actually help me? Do these thoughts make me engage in a activity that I will regret doing later? Observing one's own thoughts can also help us become more present and more mindful in our daily lives. This can help us to make us become more open-minded and more empathetic, which then leads us to have a deeper relationships and more meaningful relationships with others. I'll give you an example so that you can better understand why you should observe your thoughts. Let's say that you're walking down the road and see one of your friends on the other side of the road. You start waving at him or her, and he looks at your way, no reaction, and looks back to the road and starts walking off. Now, your mind will start thinking that why didn't he wave back? Does he not like me? Is he mad at me? You're thinking about all the time that you spent together, and yet he doesn't even wave to you when you meet on the street. The next day, you actually go ahead and walk up to him and ask him, why didn't you wave back? What's up? Then he says, what do you mean? I didn't even see you the last day. Didn't even see you. But your thoughts were already making you think that he hates you, or that he doesn't respect you, or all these negative thoughts and all these untrue and false thoughts started appearing. So this is why we should start questioning our thoughts, because 90% of our thoughts are not real. We don't have to believe our thoughts. We should try to see them from as many perspectives as we can. Don't jump to conclusions before analyzing the situations. First of all, challenge your own thoughts. One way to better observe your own thoughts is by practicing mindfulness. Techniques such as meditations or deep breathing can help you to focus and maintain your focus and become more aware of your thoughts. And by becoming more mindful, we can actually better escape impulses and not fall into the traps of our impulses. For example, when you get an impulse to procrastinate or go on YouTube and watch something or go on TikTok, if you can actually observe that, like, okay, instead of doing meaningful work, I'm over here on my phone watching TikTok and these 30-second meaningless videos instead of actually doing my work. So, by thinking about it and by questioning your actions and the thoughts that provoked that action, you are able to overcome these impulses. Another way to better observe your own thoughts and gain an insight into your thought patterns is by journaling. You can start by asking yourself while journaling the questions that I mentioned earlier. And you can also start by just writing down your thoughts. Whatever you're thinking, just write them down on paper. This will help you see your thoughts from a third person perspective and see your thoughts more objectively. So I think that it is very beneficial that you set aside time for self reflection and asking yourself questions like these and observing your own thoughts. Now, I challenge you to actually observe your thoughts this day. Everything you do, ask yourself, why do I want to do this? And challenge your thoughts. Try to see them from a different perspective. I also touched on journaling in another video that I made about how you can actually make your own morning routine and what that morning routine should include. So I highly suggest that you check out that video too. It is very uh, informative in my opinion, and I also talk about it in about journaling. So I hope that this video was helpful for you. I wish that you have a great day. Goodbye.